Are you tired of losing every single 1v1 game that you play? Do you feel like you get unlucky and then you want to quit? Do you always start a couple goals down because of your trash kickoffs? Well, today is your lucky day because I have a solution for you. I am Stolen and I have been an RLCS coach for more than 4 years and I have more than 800 paid sessions on Metafy. And I will be going in depth about what you need to do during each kickoff. I will be explaining some simple but effective ways to go for the ball and give you some secret tips for each kind of kickoff. And the best about these tips is that they work at every single rank. But first, let's talk about some statistics. I gathered more than 30 replays from myself, which I am around GC3 in 1v1s. And I discovered that around 30% of the goals scored during these matches were coming directly from kickoffs. Added to this, I discovered that the player that wins the kickoff has around 70% more chances of scoring the next goal. And if we add all this, we discovered that if we win every single kickoff, we will be doubling our chances to score, which in a way means that we can double our win rate. But now the question is, how can we do this? Are there any secrets on how to do it? Well, let's go for the kickoffs. I will be explaining the simple versions, but you can always replace the approach with the speed flip and it will still work. And if you want to know how to speed flip, I covered this in my previous video. We have 3 different kickoffs. First, we have short diagonal. For this one, I will explain the easiest way to do it so you don't mess it up. And the best thing about it is that I still consider it pretty effective. At least up to GC1, GC2. I will be using the front flip kickoff and I will break it down in 3 parts. The micro adjust, the front flip, and the challenge. The micro adjust allows us to properly align ourselves to where we want to land in order to challenge after we front flip. If you take a look, our initial position is slightly offset. That's why we will make a little turn towards the ball so we can land in this area. If you play on controller, just push the joystick like this, but don't hold it there. If you play on keyboard and mouse, simply tap A or D. For the front flip, you'll begin your jump right when the back wheels of your car are on the middle of this pad. Immediately after this, you want to start your flip and boost until your car hits this position, exactly perpendicular to the ground. If we don't release our boost, we'll be throwing it towards the wrong direction, slowing us down. Then you have the challenge, which is the duel for the ball. To win this, which is the most essential part of the kickoff, we have to understand how the cars interact with the ball based on the sum of the forces applied. The ball will always go towards the direction with more forces combined. For example, if we hit the ball on our left and the opponent does it on his right, the ball will go towards our right. Now, our task is to maximize our success rate on our challenges. And in order to do this, and this is one of the secrets, we have to prioritize hitting the ball in the center and coming right from the center as well, which basically means that you want to be between the ball and your own net. Long diagonal. For this one, we will use a diagonal flip in order to go for the kickoff. Now we also gotta make a micro adjustment, but it's a bit more pronounced in this case. This is because when we diagonal flip, our car is pushed not only forward, but also sideways. So make sure that the corner of your car is aligned with the ball before you flip. You'll start boosting until your car is completely upside down. This will save you some boost that you will use when your car is about to land, so you get to supersonic speed. Make sure to hold your power slide when you're about to hit the ground so you can keep your momentum. For the challenge, I also recommend you hitting the ball on the center, but be aware of one thing as well. If you see your opponent a bit offset, that means that he will be leaving an empty space that you can exploit. Flip towards the opposite side from where your opponent is, so you can take advantage of this and win the kickoff. Long straight. For this one, we will also use a front flip kickoff, which is so effective that I still use it in my rank. It has its benefits over the speed flip option, the main one being the amount of boost you will have after it. But first, let's see how to do it. You will start by boosting until halfway in between these 2 pads. Here is where you will flip forward. And keep in mind to stop boosting when your car is perpendicular to the ground. Then, you just need to land and go for the challenge right in the center. You can use some extra boost on this last part if you need to, but the idea of this kickoff is that you end up with at least 15 boosts, but you can save up to 30 if you do it right. This will definitely be an advantage, especially in 1v1s. Just keep in mind that, in case your opponent makes a faster kickoff than yours, you will try to go for a block instead of trying to win it. This is always the safest way to do it, which results in getting scored on less often during kickoffs. Now let's jump to some more quick and final tips. Keep your momentum. Kickoffs have to be smooth. This is why holding power slide when landing is so important. You also gotta be aware of how your car behaves after the challenge so you can have a faster recovery. This will definitely give you some extra goals. The challenge is the most important part of the kickoff. You can even speed flip your way to the ball, but if you don't make proper contact with it, things will go south really quickly. It's always important to make sure you make solid contact with the ball at the moment of the challenge, always hitting it right in the center and flipping into it. Most pros don't go for the kickoff to win it, instead, they just try not to lose it. And this is a concept that you always have to remember. Try to learn different kickoffs. You can front flip, diagonal flip, or speed flip towards the ball. You can go for a block on the ball, or not go for it at all and just fake it. There are a lot of creative ways that you can go for to win a kickoff. If you want to learn them all, and even more secrets, make sure to check out my brand new course on kickoffs. I have a couple of them on Metafy, such as how to master air dribble, so make sure to check them out because the links are in the description. Also, if you want a bit more customized help, you can always book a one-on-one coaching session with me, so we can definitely go through your gameplay and figure out what's best for you. Now that we know why and how to win a kickoff, we gotta put this in practice. My recommendation would be that if you are just starting to do them, just practice them in free play. But on the other hand, if you're already familiar with it, don't be afraid of jumping in ranked and play some 1v1s. Even if you get absolutely destroyed at first, that will be the fastest way to improve, because you're challenging yourself to something that is difficult. But if you don't want to lose your MMR, just pick up a friend that is around the same rank as you, and if you don't have any, just join my Discord and you'll find one for sure. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and in case you did, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And as always, thanks for watching and see you next time.